Hi everyone, so here with a little bit of a training update and just kind of a life update. Since post-show, I am now about, a little over a month, 5 weeks post-show. This is just a little bit of footage from Houston. I went down to Houston this past weekend. I'm recording this on Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas to those watching. I'm hopefully going to post this tonight. And this was last weekend, so I was down in Houston for a wedding, and then I also went to Flex Level Fitness, which is a bomb training facility. If you guys are ever in Houston, definitely go there. And Tessa was teaching me some bikini posing. So she competes in both powerlifting and in bikini. So a little bit of a hybrid athlete like myself. And so you got the figure girl and the powerlifter and the bikini girl and the powerlifter teaching each other posing. So she is actually competing this next year, I believe in July. And so it'll be exciting to see what she is capable of. But this next year, after taking some time off and crushing it in powerlifting. So that was so fun to be able to go to Flex Level Fitness. I actually have a mural on their wall. I didn't get any film of that, but if you go to my Instagram, KDN100, you can see that. Pretty awesome. Eric, the owner, he's just been such a supportive guy in my endeavors really over the past 4 years or so. So it was amazing to go down there and also host a seminar. So probably the most frequently asked question I get recently, one of the most, is am I now training for powerlifting now that my bodybuilding competition season is over? So this past year was probably the most amazing year in terms of, in all aspects, but from an athletic standpoint, I finished with a 1,000-pound total at the Arnold in powerlifting in the 72-kilogram class. I hit a 396 squat, a 182 bench, and a 424 deadlift. And then I also won 2 world titles in bodybuilding this fall and the overall for the WMBF. So overall, it was a fabulous year. I really made the transition back to bodybuilding. So many of you may or may not know that I actually got my athletic start. So I consider myself a hybrid athlete, but I got my start in bodybuilding. So I didn't start powerlifting until about 2014 when I met Mike Zordos and Lane Norton and Ben Escrow, Ryan Doris, so they all encouraged me to try powerlifting because I was pretty strong. And that was during after I had been bodybuilding for several years. So this is just some footage of some training I've been doing recently and some accessory work, so you guys can just get a glimpse of things that I've been adding in and things that I've been doing. Training with my dad, it's always so fun to train with my dad. Really, whenever I get the opportunity, it's awesome. But anyways, so I would say my training focused primarily on powerlifting for the past few years, and this year was probably the first year where I really heavily just went back to bodybuilding this spring and this summer due to injury. So for me, I coach powerlifting. Actually, the majority of my clients do some sort of powerlifting, and I'm obviously very involved in the powerlifting community in terms of coaching, and then also just in terms of like support and everything, and I have a lot of friends there. But for right now, I am not going to be powerlifting, so I am going to be hopefully adding in squats and deadlifts here soon. But from an injury standpoint, I had a 4-year-old shoulder injury that was just getting basically hammered to the death by bench, and so now my shoulder is probably 75% better by just doing dumbbell bench press. And so my lower back, I've had a lot of issues, and at this leanness and low body weight, it doesn't make sense for me to hammer some heavy triples or anything like that. So the majority of my training is still bodybuilding focused, and this is a little footage from today, Christmas Eve games. Bodybuilding focused, and it's going to stay that way for right now, but I don't know what's going to happen in the future. Who knows how I'm going to be feeling, but right now it's just been a nice about 6-month break from powerlifting training and allowing my body to heal and recover. Powerlifting is very hard on your joints. It can be very detrimental to some, well, it can be, depending if you're having tweaks and you keep training the same way and you're not making adjustments and you're not backing off, then you can slip discs, you can have really bad effects. And I didn't want to be a 26-year-old with slip discs and not being able to train at all. So for me, actually, this transition to bodybuilding has been really just great for me mentally, and also getting back to the training that I originally started in. So powerlifting plans in the future, I'm not sure. I still love it. I still coach it. Going to be adding in squats here soon, but who knows? So you never know where life will take you. But for now, just recovering and enjoying my training. So hope this was interesting for you guys, and I will be back with more training updates because I know you guys like these. All right, Merry Christmas.